Good evening. The time is 9 p.m. U.S. Central Time. This program is coming to you live from Chicago. And in the news of this hour, as it concerns the post office controversy, at least 20 Democratic attorneys general across the country announced efforts to take matters to court. In the face of this, the embattled Postmaster General, Louis DeJoy, backed down today, saying that all changes being made to the Postal Service would be suspended until after the election. DeJoy said that some of the deferred decisions mean that retail hours at post offices will not change, mail processing equipment and blue collection boxes will remain in place, and no mail processing facilities will be closed. An additional concern is undoing some of the attacks on the postal system already perpetrated, but no word thus far on what specifics might be included in that area. California Secretary of State Alex Padilla expressed the sentiments of many colleagues, saying, "It is not enough to merely suspend operational changes. They need to be reversed. There should not be cuts to the Postal Service, particularly during the pandemic." The Senate Intelligence Committee said in a report released today that a key associate of Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort is a Russian intelligence officer who may have helped coordinate the Russian hacking of Democratic emails. The report further states that Manafort himself may have had knowledge of the effort before the emails were leaked. According to the bipartisan Senate report, Manafort associate and ex-employee Konstantin Kilimnik is a Russian intelligence officer with suspected involvement in the hacking operation carried out by the GRU, Russia's military intelligence agency. The plotters hacked the emails of prominent Democrats and provided them to WikiLeaks for illicit publication. The report also alleges Kilimnik helped issue the propaganda that Ukraine, rather than Russia, had interfered in the U.S. election. President Trump and his personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, later repeated those false claims. Closely linked to the previous story, the Washington Post reports that Republican and Democratic leaders of the Senate Intelligence Committee made criminal referrals of Donald Trump Jr., Jared Kushner, Steve Bannon, Eric Prince, and Sam Clovis to federal prosecutors in 2019, believing they had made false statements under oath. There have been no public signs of any investigation, and the Post reports it could find no indications of one, leading to the questions of who would have nullified the investigation and why. The first night of the Democratic National Convention featured a diverse array of speakers, all looking to make the case for presumptive nominee Joe Biden while denouncing Donald Trump's presidency on several fronts. The night's headliner was former First Lady Michelle Obama, who made a moral case against President Trump and called him the wrong president for our country. In addition, in an historic break with their party, a number of high-profile Republicans, including former Ohio GOP Governor John Kasich, offered endorsements for Mr. Biden. Among tonight's featured speakers are former U.S. Attorney General Sally Yates, Senate Democratic Leader Chuck Schumer, former Secretary of State John Kerry, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, former President and Mrs. Carter, and former President Bill Clinton. Here is our nightly coronavirus update. CNN reports there is some sorely needed good news. A recent round of studies shows humans have a robust immune response to COVID-19 that may protect them from further infection. It is still not clear how long such a response could last, but scientists are hopeful this means people will not have to endure repeated infections. It may also indicate a good vaccine response once such a medication becomes available. Here are the latest numbers from the Center for Disease Control. Total cases now in the United States, 5,425,000. That is up from yesterday's figure by 41,000. Estimated death toll now stands at 170,000, and that is up from 520 from yesterday's estimate. More news in just a moment. Now this.
This is a message from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. CDC is working to help keep you and your community safe from the threat of novel or new coronavirus. COVID-19 is spreading in the United States, and leaving your home increases your chances of getting and spreading the virus. CDC recommends you stay home except to get groceries, medications, or other essentials. For more information, visit cdc.gov.
9:05 p.m. in other news. On the economic front, economic uncertainty is rampant. Even so, Wall Street rages on. The Nasdaq Composite clinched a new closing record yesterday, and the S&P 500 came close to beating its February high, a growth of 51% since its low point in March. Those numbers could signal the end of the bear market of 2020, but there are some indicators that the high times could sink yet again. CEOs, leading shareholders, and other senior executives have dumped more than $50 billion worth of their shares since the start of May, indicating that for whatever reason, insiders are not hopeful the rally will last. Mixed results on Wall Street today. The Dow Jones Industrial Average down a bit at 27,778. That's off 67 points. Nasdaq up by 81 to close at 11,211. And the S&P 500 finished at 3,390. That's plus 8 points. Turning now to the weather picture, a major heat wave will continue across the western U.S. much of this week with dangerously hot temperatures. Overly dry conditions will pose a threat for fire from the northern Great Basin into Montana through at least tomorrow. Relatively cool conditions are expected for most of the eastern half of the country, with areas of showers and storms from the Mississippi Valley to the Atlantic coast. Thunderstorms also across the southeast and into Florida. And under the heading of tropical storms, Genevieve has strengthened into the second major Pacific hurricane of the season. It is currently located about 250 miles south of Mexico's Baja Peninsula. The storm is at Category 3 status with sustained winds in the range of 125 miles per hour. If it maintains its current northwesterly course, it should head safely out to sea in the next 24 to 48 hours. For Chicagoland, looks like fair skies until at least Saturday evening when some showers are possible. For tonight, though, mostly clear with a low about 62. Tomorrow, Wednesday, sunny with a high temperature in the upper 70s. Then tomorrow night, continued clear with low in the low to mid-60s. Our current conditions, a few clouds, 72 degrees at Midway Airport, lakefront 70, relative humidity 46%, and an east wind of 10 miles per hour. AccuWeather radar is clear for at least 300 miles in all directions. The time is 9:08 p.m., and once again, here at Radio City, we have 72 desirable degrees.
Live from Chicago, Variety Broadcast presents Radio Classics. Now, here's your host, Tom Edwards.
She's making
Let's go. Where are we going? We just got here. Those are the Cars on Radio Classics. Mike was just informing us that he had that song on an 8-track tape many moons ago. Yes, I remember I bought a used car when I was still in college, a 1973 Pontiac Grand Prix. 400 cubic inch engine with dual exhaust. The thing was just dripping with power. And it was a nice car. Had a few of the General Motors options of that era. Not every bell and whistle, but most of them. It had like electric windows, electric seat, air conditioning, of course. For the stereo system, it had an 8-track player. So, yeah, I remember 8 tracks very well. And no sooner did I go out and collect about 25, 30 of those things when the car got stolen. And they stole the cops did recover the car, but the radio got stolen out of the dashboard. So I gave my 8-track tape collection, what little there was, gave that away to a friend who had a portable 8-track player in her room, dorm room at college. Well, let's see, 13 after 9 o'clock here in the beautiful, windy city of Chicago. I think we're going to have some competition tonight in the form of the Democratic National Convention, and I certainly don't mind taking a back seat to that. I understand Mr. Clinton spoke a while ago, and it was a real barn burner. Although without a live audience to speak to, I would imagine that wouldn't quite have the same impact as, the crowd pumping him up and getting him going. He's one of those who seems to draw energy from the crowds as he's speaking, but I'm sure it was still good. I will look forward to watching that later on tonight on a recorded basis. I'm sure it'll be here on YouTube. Well, what else you want to know? It is the 18th of August, according to the good folks at nationalcalendar.com. Today is Couples Day. Couple of what? It's also National Fajita Day. Well, go out and get a couple of fajitas. Makes perfect sense to me. I see we have Mike with us and Celeste, and there are a few more folks. Now, I don't know who is or is not signed in. My control panel shows me that we do have some folks off in the distance, in the background, you might say, listening, and that's great. I just want to let you know that if you wish, you can sign in with your Google account, and then you can chit-chat with the other folks on our chat screen. And you can also play along with our world-famous trivia game. I will tell you more about that in a moment. Now, Celeste was having some trouble getting logged on. And Celeste, did you use your laptop tonight, or are you using your cell phone? There were a couple of others who had trouble also. And I'll tell you something. I didn't know this because what would you say? I'm a subscriber. That's the word. I subscribe to a piece of software that does the broadcasting on YouTube. And I didn't know, but it has a manual update feature. You buy so many things now, software-wise, and they do automatic updates, and you take it for granted that it's going to just keep working as it should. Well, they have made a lot of tinkerings and changes and upgrades and improvements on YouTube. Why don't people live by that old military maxim, if it ain't broke, don't fix it? But anyway, they tampered and tinkered with YouTube and made a lot of changes. So in response, the broadcasting software that I use had to do a lot of upgrades. But it required a manual update of all the new features. Nice of them to tell me, huh? So I'm on their chat line this afternoon trying to get all the bugs ironed out, because it was not even letting me on half the time. I would get a broadcast signal going to test it, and then it would dump off, and I couldn't get anything to work. And they said, oh, well, you don't have the latest version, so click here. So it is supposedly working up to speed now. It should be hitting on all 8 cylinders. And I wonder if maybe, cross our fingers, maybe the folks who were having trouble logging on with their cell phones, maybe that has been taken care of. I guess time will tell. But at any rate, we'll try getting a trivia game underway and see who is here to play along right after we do this. important message.
He drove you up to Lover's Lane, but your breath made him drive right back again.
Brush your breath, brush your breath, brush your breath with Dentine.
You think you're really Mr. Groovy, but your breath can star in a horror movie.
Brush your breath, brush your breath, brush your breath with Dentine.
Not even mouthwash can freshen your breath more effectively than when you're chewing Dentine.
Ooh, your new bikini's really great. Your breath is the only thing they hate.
Brush your breath, brush your breath, brush your breath with Dentine.
All right, now we play trivia. It's our big claim to fame, our world-famous trivia game, and we play for Monopoly money. And whoever has the most money saved up by the end of the broadcast wins a fabulous grand prize. Tonight we are giving away the second of the prime prestigious purple properties, and that would be States Avenue. Now remember, no search engines. It's much more fun if you draw from your own knowledge. No cheating with Google or Yahoo or Alexa or Siri or any of that. We changed our rules last night. We voted to do away with the spelling requirements, so as long as you get it spelled reasonably close, we will accept the answer. In English, though. Don't spell it in French or heaven forbid, Russian with the Cyrillic alphabet or anything crazy like that. But as long as you make a decent attempt in English, we are no longer going to count misspellings against you. All right. Be careful, though, about multi-part questions. We do have those from time to time, and your answer can't be counted unless you answer all parts of the question. All right. Kick the old machine into gear. Here we go. Question number 1. $20. The category is TV trivia. This nighttime soap opera ran on CBS from 1981 to 1990. The story focused on a family who owned a large California winery. Jane Wyman was the main star. Name the show. All right, $20. TV trivia. And it is a soap opera, nighttime soap that ran on CBS. Jane Wyman was the main star, about a family who owned a large California winery. Good luck and give it a shot.
So long, boy, you can take my place. Got my papers, I got my pay. So pack my bags and I'll be on my way to Yellow River. Yeah.
Christie is the name of the group. 1970, Yellow River. One-hit wonder there. 9:22. Don't have a winner yet. Nobody knows the nighttime soap opera. It was a big hit. No, it wasn't Dynasty. Now, that was Joan Collins and John Forsythe. I got into that one. Oh, I love Dynasty. I never missed it. But this is a different one. Jane Wyman, Ronald Reagan's first wife, was the star of the show. And it was about a family who owned a large California winery. Big hit. It ran for 9 years, 1981 to 1990. I'll give you just another 60 seconds, see if anybody can come up with that.
There's a whole new way of living. Pepsi helps supply the drive. It's got a lot to give to those who like to live, 'cause Pepsi helps them come alive. It's the Pepsi generation, coming at you, going strong. Put yourself behind a Pepsi. If you're living, you belong. You've got a lot to live, and Pepsi's got a lot to give. You've got a lot to live, and Pepsi's got a lot to give.
You do 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 dum bum bum bum. Time's up. Nobody got that one. You're going to kick yourself because I think you know this. Falcon Crest. Don't you remember that one? Yeah, Falcon Crest. All right, well, let's try again. Back to the drawing board. Another question. Oh, now this is an easy one. Into my hot little hands comes this question. $20. Our category is sweets and treats. This round candy was invented in 1912, and at first it was only available in peppermint flavor. In 1935, they added pineapple, lime, orange, cherry, and lemon flavors to the product line. They were often found for sale on racks next to the cash register. Name this sweet treat. All right, round candy invented in 1912. First available only as peppermint flavor. Then in 1935, they added pineapple, lime, orange, cherry, and lemon flavors to the mix. Often found for sale on racks next to the cash register. $20 for the first correct answer. Give it a shot, and good luck.
Love, look at the two of us, strangers in many ways. We've got a lifetime to share, so much to say, and as we go from day to day, I'll feel you close to me, but time alone will tell. Let's take a lifetime to say I knew you well, for only time will tell us so, and love may grow for all we know. Love, look at the two of us, strangers in many ways. Let's take a lifetime to say I knew you well, for only time will tell us so, and love may grow for
Carpenters for you on Radio Classics 927 on a lovely Tuesday evening. Yes, it is lovely here. Now, I hope it is where you are too. But we have 72 degrees? It's just about perfect. Down here at the lakefront, there's a beautiful breeze blowing. Now, the building is still a little bit warm, but I've got the window open and the fan running, and the breeze coming in the window is just lovely. Let's see now, what else can we talk about? Angela Channing was the name of the character, by the way, played by Jane Wyman in our previous trivia question, Falcon Crest, the TV show. And we have a winner in round 2 of trivia, so I'll tell you about that in just a moment.
From San Francisco comes
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. Rice-A-Roni, the flavor can't be beat. One pan, no boiling, cooking ease.
A flavor that is sure to please.
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat.
Rice-A-Roni, the delicious break from potatoes, now in 6 fabulous flavors.
One pan, no boiling, cooking ease.
A flavor that is sure to please.
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat.
All right, audience, how about a nice round of applause for Mike? Good job. Round 2, $20 on this one, sweets and treats. Yes, we were looking for Lifesavers, and it struck me. It says the candy was invented in 1912. Now, there's an irony, poetic justice, or something in there somewhere, in inventing Lifesavers the year the Titanic went down, huh? Vicky Carr for us next, the lady who invented the need for voicemail.
I tell myself, what's done is done. I tell myself, don't be a fool. Play the field, have a lot of fun. It's easy when you play it cool. I tell myself, don't be a chump. Who cares? Let him stay away. That's when the phone rings and I jump. And as I grab the phone, I pray. Let it please be him. Oh dear God, it must be him. It must be him, or I shall die. Or I shall die. Oh, hello, hello, my dear God. It must be him, but it's not him. And then I die. That's when I die. After a while, I'm myself again. I pick the pieces off the floor, put my heart on the shelf again. He'll never hurt me anymore. I'm not a puppet on a string. I'll find somebody else someday. That's when the phone rings, and once again I start to pray. Let it please be him. Oh dear God, it must be him. It must be him, or I shall die. Or I shall die. Oh hello, hello, my dear God. It must be him, but it's not him. And then I die. Again I die. Let it please be him.
And please leave a message after the tone. Vicky will get back to you shortly. 9:32 in the evening, time for round 3 of our great trivia game. How about a movie question this time? $25 from the cinema. It's a familiar theme. The machines take over. This 1999 sci-fi action film starred Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, and Carrie Ann Moss. It won 4 Academy Awards, including Best Visual Effects. 2.5 hours of computers, hackers, and almost non-stop martial arts. Name the movie. All right, $25. Movies the category. The Machines Take Over. That's the theme of this 1999 sci-fi action film starring Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, and Carrie-Anne Moss. 2.5 hours of computers, hackers, and almost non-stop martial arts. $25 for the first correct answer. Give it a shot, and good luck.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire.
I think they make an ointment for that. Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire. On Radio Classics, 9:35 in the evening. Yeah, boy, we have another trivia winner. And Celeste this time hit the jackpot. Good job. Our category was movies. The jackpot on that round, $25. The movie that was a sci-fi action film with Keanu Reeves and the rest. The title of that one, The Matrix. Good job, Celeste.
The USA in your Chevrolet. America is asking you to call. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA. America's the greatest land of all. On a highway or a road along a levee. Performance is sweeter, nothing can beat her. Life is completer in a Chevy. So make a date today to see the USA. See it in your Chevrolet. See the USA in your Chevrolet. The Rockies way out west are calling you. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA, where fields of golden wheat pass and review. Where they're traveling lighter with a load that's heavy. Performance is sweeter, nothing can beat her. Life is completer in a Chevy. So make a date today to see the USA and see it in your Chevrolet.
All right, 9:37 on the agenda. Up next,
Word of the Day.
Thank you, Lady Robots. The word of the day from Merriam-Webster today is quiescent. 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 Definition 1. marked by inactivity or repose, someone or something tranquilly at rest. Definition 2, causing no trouble or symptoms. It comes to us from the Latin word quiescere, meaning to rest or to be quiet. It suggests a temporary cessation of activity. For example, a summer resort that is quiescent in the wintertime. Use it in a sentence. Well, the weed problem in our backyard is quiescent at the present time, thanks to a change in the weather. And that's our word of the day from Merriam-Webster, the good dictionary folks at m-w.com.
It's new. It's the newest spearmint.
The coolest spearmint.
New Beech Nut Frosty Mint Gum.
The chilliest.
Most refreshingest. New Beech Nut Frosty Mint Gum. The truest spearmint flavor that starts lively. Spearmint flavor that stays lively. The flavor's in it. The flavor's on it.
In each minty green swirl.
You can taste the added flavor. You can see the added flavor.
In each flavorful frosty green mint swirl.
It's the newest, coolest, mintiest flavor ever put in one stick of gum.
From Beech Nut.
New Beech Nut Frosty Mint Gum.
More flavor, to choose. More flavors to choose. The flavor starts lively. The flavor stays lively. By Beech Nut. By Beech Nut. By Beech Nut. By gum.
Try Beech Nut Frosty Mint Gum.
And here we go with trivia round 4. And oh, goody, it's my favorite category. Name that tune with the audio clue. Now remember, as always, for Name That Tune, we need singer and song. So it's a 2-part question. Please make sure you give a 2-part answer. Singer and song. I can give you just a little bit of a hint. A foursome from 1962. All right, turn up your volume just a little bit. Here comes your audio clue.
Name that tune.
Silly girl. Shame on you, your mama said. Shame on you, you cried in bed. Shame on you, you told a lie.
And now, here's more of Radio Classics with your host, Tom Edwards.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We always could spot a friend. Welcome back, and I smile when I think how you must have been. And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back.
There we have John Sebastian with that familiar TV theme, Welcome Back, Kotter. That was our trivia question last night, if you were tuned in, as you should be, as I hope you were. All right, Radio Classics 9:43 in the evening. And speaking of trivia, we have a winner this round. Sherry, good job. Celeste also had the correct answer, but Sherry had the fastest fingers and got onto the board about 1 or 2 seconds ahead. It was a close one. But our Name That Tune indeed was Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, Big Girls Don't Cry. All right, we get the message. Four Seasons, Big Girls Don't Cry. And Sherry was our winner on that round. Good job. So our scoreboard looks like this. Celeste and Sherry now tied for first place, $25 apiece. Mike close behind in second place with 20. Let's do another question, see if we can scramble things up a little bit. This time, $25 on the table. Our category is geography. At 3,395 miles, this river is the 6th longest in the world and the 2nd longest in China. In China, they call it the Huanghe. Does it have blue waters? Well, that might be a question mark as well as a hint. What is the river? $25. Geography, our category. At 3,395 miles, this river is the 6th longest in the world and the 2nd longest in China. In China, they call it the Huanghe. Does it have blue waters? Well, that might be a question mark as well as a hint. Tell me the name of the river. And while you're thinking on that, we'll enjoy one from our treasure chest of musical memories.
Thanks for the memories.
Sunday for tea, I'll see you Sunday for tea. And though it's not far away, each hour is a day to me. lettuce and ham, or maybe crumpets and jam. Oh baby, it'll be fun having a Sunday tea. And as you pass the sugar bowl to me, I'll see at last your heart and soul will be with me. Sunday could be a special Sunday for me. Together we'll surely find the two of a kind are we. On Sunday for tea. And as you pass the sugar bowl to me, I'll see at last your heart and soul will be with me. Sunday for tea, I'll see you Sunday for tea. Together we'll surely find the two of a kind are we. On Sunday for tea.
Oops, had the microphone shut off. Oh, I could kick myself when I do that. Peter and Gordon, Sunday for Tea. Not their biggest hit, but a cute one. I came across that a day or two ago, and I thought it might be a fun little swing down memory lane. They brought us A World Without Love, Knight in Rusty Armor, and Lady Godiva. Remember Peter and Gordon, part of the British invasion from the 1960s? Let's see, how we're doing on the trivia game. Oh, no correct answers yet. All right, I'll repeat the question, give you another minute to think about it. 3,395 miles long. This one is the sixth longest in the world and the second longest river in China. Does it have blue waters? Well, that might be a question mark, as well as a hint. Tell me the name of the river, and we'll give you another minute to think about it.
Escape! Come on over to Royal Crown Cola. It's a mad, 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 mad cola. RC, the one with the mad, mad taste. Better shake that cola's drag. Check the one that's really mad. It's a mad, 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 mad cola. RC, the one with the mad, mad taste. RC.
All right, Sherry got it finally. I can tell from the question mark that she was making a guess, but that'll work. Good job. Yes, the Yellow River. Does it have blue waters? Well, that might be a question mark. They call it the Yellow River. That is the sixth longest in the world and the second longest in China. All right, that breaks our tie. Sherry now in the lead with $50, Celeste with 25, and Mike with 20. Let's see, where were we? I'm trying to push this button here and nothing's happening. Let me get the hammer out. How about a screwdriver? Have you got a screwdriver in your pocket? There it goes. All right, Michael Johnson up for us next with Bluer Than Blue on Radio Classics.
After you go, I can catch up on my reading. After you go, I have a lot more time for sleeping. And when you're gone, looks like things are gonna be a lot easier. Life will be a breeze, you know. I really should be glad, but I'm bluer than blue, sadder than sad. You're the only light this empty room has ever had. Life without you is gonna be bluer than blue. After you go, I have a lot more room in my closet. After you go, I'll stay out all night long if I feel like it. And when you're gone, I can run through the house screaming, and no one will ever hear me. I really should be glad, but I'm bluer than blue, sadder than sad. You're the only light this empty room has ever had. Life without you is gonna be bluer than I don't have to miss no TV shows. I can start my whole life over, change the numbers on my telephone, but tonight's will sure be colder. And I'm bluer than blue, sadder than sad. You're the only light this empty room has ever had. Life without you is gonna be bluer than blue. Bluer than blue. Bluer than blue.
There's a nice, soft, sentimental one for you, Michael Johnson. We got a little color motif going here with the Yellow River and the blue waters and bluer than blue. 9:55 p.m. You know what? Time got away from me. We forgot to do this date in history. Well, we'll do it next year on this same date. How about that? I can give you one highlight. This one I thought was a pretty interesting note. On this date in 1227, Genghis Khan died. And Genghis Khan was very famous for being able to find things. Anytime anybody lost anything, they would send Genghis Khan out to look for it. And as a result, we have a very famous expression that worked its way into the English language because of Khan being able to find things. Yes, Khan found it.
All right, okay.
There's a whole new way of living. Pepsi helps supply the drive. It's got a lot to give to those who like to live, 'cause Pepsi helps them come alive. It's the Pepsi generation, coming at you, going strong. Put yourself behind a Pepsi. If you're living, you belong. You've got a lot to live, and Pepsi's got a lot to give. You've got a lot to live, and Pepsi's got a lot to give.
Well, confound it. Thank you. I'm glad you like that one. 9:57 in the evening, and I guess we are out of time, so it's time to wrap up the trivia game. Let's do that. Maestro, would you be good enough to strike up my theme song, please? There we go. All right. Well, first of all, big round of applause for all of our contestants tonight. You all done good. And This is what the scoreboard looks like. Mike, third place, $20. Celeste came in second with $25. And Sherry is the big winner tonight, $50 Monopoly dollars, and that's enough to take the grand prize. States Avenue, a nice addition to your real estate portfolio. All right, congrats from all your friends here at Radio Classics. And speaking of which, if you would tell a friend or two about the broadcast, I will say thanks in advance for that. Just let them know to punch up tomedwards.info on whatever internet device they are using, and that will bring them right to the YouTube page, just like call forwarding on a telephone. Again, that's tomedwards.info. And we are here Monday through Friday, starting at 10 Eastern, 9 Central, 8 Mountain, and 7 Pacific. And, of course, as always, please keep your mask on whenever you go out for any kind of errand in public. And if you see people not wearing a mask, put some extra distance between yourself and them. Listen to the medical experts. Please don't listen to the crazy man in the Oval Office. All right, thanks for tuning in. Tom Edwards signing off. I will talk to you tomorrow night, and all the best to you.